There we go. What? Fuck, I'm controlling the wrong person. Welcome in, people. I'm back, and I actually brought someone to prove that I'm not an insane person who lies about knowing about the Lisa fandom. With us is Kat. Introduce yourself.
Hello, I am Alexis Wasilla, creator of Lisa the Vulnerable.
That's how you pronounce it. I've been pronouncing it as Westilla. Like the...
Westilla? Why would you say Westilla?
It sounds... Oh, there's an A. Fuck.
Yeah, it's a Wasilla.
Ah, that took way too long for me to fucking realize that. But that's not the point of this video. We're talking about Olaf. Yay!
Yay!
We'll fucking talk. We'll talk about that now. How do you say it, Kat?
I say Olathe.
Oh wow, that's something. That's only slightly less bad. Yes, I say it Olaf. The only way you should say it.
Fools say it, you know. Only tomfoolery enacting buffoons say such fiendish, mischievous words.
And then, okay. And then, there's the third way, and the most inaccurate way. The second most inaccurate. The second most inaccurate is still up for debate at the moment.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Olaf! The name! The fucking name, that's...
Yeah, like...
Most huge...
Ola.
Yes, the snowman from that Disney film, which killed...
The Disney Frozen cartoon.
Yay! The killer of traditional animation.
As we know it.
Yes. Fuck pencils. And watercolors. Alright. Yes, this is going much better than last time. Okay. Next topic. Where is Olaf? Is it...
Where could it be?
Is it Australia? No.
Is it Montana?
Fuck no.
Is it on the moon?
Likely.
Where could it possibly be?
America. The one place where capitalism will live on once the Canadians take Australia. The Psychic Wars.
Once they take their mooses all the way to Australia.
Listen,
in all their canoes.
They listen, Australia had a good run. The kangaroos, they tried, man. They tried. The kangaroo.
They've had it too good for too long.
Yeah, they have. Now Australia's been taken over more times than America. Yes. Alright.
Anyways, so, Olathe.
Olaf.
Actually, a good question some people have said before is whether or not Olathe could possibly be a general area of, like, its own state, or it being, like, its own weird
area, yeah. I've
like it's just a part of another state.
I've heard it called a county in Bashful, which is something I actually would accept as it being.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, a county area. Look, something Bashful came up with was pretty good.
Can you even fucking imagine that?
I can, only barely. Cat. Alright.
Okay, human.
Oh, fuck off. I'm Australian. I'm above human.
Oh yeah? Well, I'm above you, both geographically and societally. What do you do?
Hey, I didn't...
Oh, I got my big shrimp on the Barbie doll.
It's prawn, actually. We'll fucking get it.
You got your prawns and your...
It's prawn. It's...
Anyways.
Okay, yeah. So people think it's either in, Kansas, which... what's your thoughts on the Kansas thing?
Well, I think the only people who really kind of really go for like the Kansas thing also say that like how there's an actual like Olathe in Kansas,
Yeah. I never believed.
which
Yeah, there apparently is.
there really is. You can
Yeah.
actually look it up.
Yeah.
But
There's also one in Colorado, but that's the next topic of this. That's the next subsection.
yeah, Colorado.
Yeah, that makes more sense. I always found Kansas too flat for Olathe.
Yeah, because I would say
feel
because Olathe is like very
Mountain-esque.
wonky and mountainous.
Like, even in the flashbacks, before the Flash changed shit up, depending if you believe in Pointless, of course.
I think that it could be.
Yeah, Olaf
I
was
think
pretty
the terrain
mountainous.
Screwing up would be makes sense.
Yeah, even before that, it was pretty mountainous. And
Oh yeah.
though that might be just cheap bastardry from Austin. We'll see.
No, yeah, I think basing the idea that like Olathe is like a Kansas, not Kansas City,
Yeah,
somewhere in like Colorado.
yeah,
like this would
Colorado
make a lot of
has
sense.
mountains, as I played Wasteland free, and that's my only knowledge of Colorado, besides South Park. Yeah, I'll get.
Well, the only thing that I would say, like, oh no, wait, I think there is actual like
Narrow.
actual, like deserts in Colorado, but I think you can also chop that up to the fact that like most of the plant life is pretty much dead.
Ah, yeah, but that's what Americans do. They take plant life. I think. Here's Colorado. I put this in paint. Yay! Look at it. It's so white. I kid. Australia.
It's more yellow, if anything.
Ah, yeah, I know. I'd see yellow in this.
A lot of yellow, a lot of blue.
Oh, yeah, you know what I was going for. You know I was calling America white. Dominated. Alright, yeah. I would believe Colorado's more likely in the grand scheme of things. But, yeah, I think Olathe works as its kind of own place somewhere. But it could be a county in Colorado. Or something.
Yeah, it very well could. Because I feel like having the only thing that we actually like get of like Olathe being like no, they never really refer to it as anything else really. I think only with the Yado guy in the intro saying like Olathe, it's perfect.
It's perfect.
But it seems like Olathe could like be very widespread because there's already the whole stuff about like
Downtown.
the amount of water that you cross in Olathe
Oh, yeah.
during Lisa when you're like crossing like the different islands or like even like getting to like the rando section like south.
I considered Olathe to be in.
East Olathe.
I've also considered it in Florida one time because of the amount of rivers and lakes area. Why can't I? There we go. But I've kind of changed my mind on that.
Yeah, I feel like Florida would be a little too out there.
Yeah, it's also flat like Kansas. It's a bit more flat. I don't know. Do you think Olathe is landlocked and just has a big river, or like it's like island by the beach type thing?
I don't know. I personally, something that I was like thinking about recently when I've been developing Vulnerable a lot and the whole deal because of the fact that one half of the first intro half takes place in Olathe and like going to a completely other place is that Olathe, because of the Flash, a lot of the terrain and like climate around everywhere started to change a lot. And so some places started to like fill up with more like rivers would like start ending up like flooding and stuff. And like in some places there are like areas that have been like completely flooded and are like now like straight up like a giant pond and stuff.
Yeah.
And could like also explain why there are like a lot of like stuff that
Like-
you can that the player that you can even like reach to like Garbage Island of all things.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
another thing too.
Garbage Island. Is it an
Garbage
island?
Island.
Is it an island?
Is it like
Landlocked? It's weird. I don't know, Pointless has kind of changed that. We consider Pointless.
Pointless really
Went full.
changed the stuff up
Yeah.
there because it's like no, because even then you can notice that there are a lot of things in
Like land. Like hard ground.
there are a lot of like land terrain that it could have very well been just a regular ass island that they found and then chose to dump all the trash onto.
Oh, yeah.
But it
Random.
does still leave a question of like if it's like a separate island in the like ocean possibly, where could it possibly be? Where would Olathe then be if there was still like locked around to the ocean somehow?
Oh. Okay, we should talk specifics, and since I've been working on this, this is the first thing I did. The city! The center point! The direct center point, which is why I made it first, for frame of reference.
Ah, the city.
Yay,
Yes,
femboys! And,
ew, femboys.
I mean, ooh, might be a bit too. Yeah, well, we're not discussing people's tastes this episode.
No.
That's for the
Nobody
chapter
did, is it?
2. That's for chapter 2 prediction video,
Oh yeah, definitely.
where we discuss my shitty tastes.
And everything.
Well, yes. We know very little. Well, not very little. If you read the wiki, there's a fair bit on the culture of it.
Very much.
Yeah, like, they put detail in this. You can tell they're writing for it, working on it. We're not discussing what takes for fucking ever. Anyways, so yeah, the sea. Slavery is legal there, but it works differently, so it isn't racist.
Yeah, I was looking at that too a long time back about the whole deal about like how the weird slavery thing works in the city of where essentially you people
want
who
to
are
be
slaves are an extension of a person, so maybe it is something more intimate.
I say you get
in,
treated
like-
better because you wouldn't want to piss or beat the shit out of a non-slave. You know, I don't know. I'm thinking
We
it's...
only see about like 3 people who actually have them in.
I think all
so
of them
far
are
for-
EPS though, so we can't.
Yeah.
I think Cyrus has done something to his slave. He's got a fucking scar on his eyes.
Maybe.
We're not here to talk about the EPS and which faction's better. Answer, it's none
Why
of
do you
them.
keep switching through everything so often?
Because I'm getting colors, I'm fucking using references, you know, fucking can't... Australian tactics, mate. I've already... With this far in, I've referred it to my native accent, which isn't actually
15
my...
times in a row now.
It isn't my actual accent.
I think we've talked about more about Australia than we have Olathe.
Yeah, fuck it. Olathe will die because apparently, this was like old. I remember this older thing where it was like, oh, bodies killed the warlords. That means the whole world is fucked. I don't know. I remember something.
Yep.
I don't believe that because A, there are other parts of Olathe now. So, body only just kind of fucked over Easton Olathe. Fuck.
Yeah, I think Eastern Olathe had like really got its shit kicked in with that whole deal.
Yeah, but
And even then, I feel like most of what is given about Eastern Olathe is already kind of really, really wonky because I feel like none of it actually goes that far into like the importance of all the characters there.
I'm gonna assume Easton Olathe.
Joyful is just a very, very rushed game.
It's short. It's 2 hours. It's easily beatable. We're not here to discuss Austin's blitzkrieg of gaming, of working on RPG Maker. Something no fan game dev will ever do. They're not when the I hope. Well, yeah, with a dev here, I feel more liberated to insult the Lisa community. So yes. All right, yeah. I believe Eastern Olathe is smaller than Western Olathe, which
I think that's
yeah.
a pretty easily
Central
acceptable depiction.
Central Olathe was probably like the biggest part of Olathe pre-Flash, like if we're assuming stuff. Western was kind of big, but it wasn't like big. It's probably like the size you can probably fit two, maybe 5 towns there. And
probably.
Yeah, like small towns with white people.
I feel like somewhere there's not enough people who have been really looking into like the other sections of like of Olathe as like as in like north, south, west, whatever.
Oh yeah.
As I think
we'll get into terms later.
In our depiction so far, Olathe, at least in Lisa,
is landlocked.
Is set somewhere in like
Mid-America, Midwest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Midwest. That's
Fallout
a pretty good
Tactics.
idea, like to go. Yeah.
That's where Fallout Tactics is set. You see that archipelago? The group of that's Unbreakable. I'm not putting.
Oh, Unbreakable, yeah.
Yeah, I like Unbreakable. I was fine with it.
You know what? I can say that I think Unbreakable was. It's weird.
It needs more of a flow. It needs better
flow, but I kind of like what's. I kind of like what's going on there.
I also like the fact that
it needs better streamline.
Oh yeah, I also like the fact that Tim is the only Lisa protagonist without a complicated anime past. It's rare. Like seriously.
It is a little nut. It is kind of neat. I think I like the idea of like a character who's kind of dealing with the fact that he's not. He really just doesn't stand out. But
he's he's the most normal. Alex is probably the second most, or either Alex or Elton.
Yeah. About the little island sections back in
Painful,
at least the Unbreakable.
Oh yeah, I like that idea. I can fit it in on a map because they're small, and
it is pretty useful.
Yeah. Okay.
I think what we did see in the trailer for the update on it, we were gonna be able to see a lot more about the place because there's the little traveling mechanic around the place.
Oh yeah, I like that. People need it. That's probably a good idea to implement that thing from Fallout where you had in the old ones where you had the map and you can walk around it. I think an older fan game was going to do that too.
I feel like it could be something.
It's a good idea when you want to travel through the whole of Olathe, like you're not in a specific section. Also,
I mean, so far what I could find of the thing is just this
self-hating developers, man. Self-hate. Yeah, I feel like that's another downfall of Timeless. The developer is very self-hating.
Timeless?
No, Unbreakable.
Unbreakable. Oh, we should actually probably talk about like.
I did. That's why the islands, the archipelago, that's Unbreakable. Timeless.
I was gonna say
Timeless. Yeah. Yes, Timeless. A good fan game. Kind of started alright. I had no problems with it, but people aren't as good as me at gaming, and I'm pretty bad at gaming. I'm gonna place that somewhere here by the joyful area. Make this canyon-esque. This kind of crater.
Yeah, it's very big. I would say it's definitely somewhere in the west.
Yeah, it's east, like somewhere up, I'd say. I always consider the further you go up, the more mountain-esque it is.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Because
it's a very big kind of
mountainy. That's a beach.
Terrain heavy area.
I would go on. Oh yeah.
There's like a big dam at one point.
Oh yeah, I consider that. That's why I kind of placed it near central area, because that seems to have the most industrialized part of Olathe.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Because that's another thing to like how industrialized the surroundings. Of
I think
Olathe
central is the most industrialized. Pointless.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Because with this, because when we get to downtown, we can see that it's like a city in ruin.
Oh yeah.
Like this is the first like place we actually
yeah,
find it's like a town, like an actual town.
Fallout
Not
game.
Like one, yeah, like straight up like a Fallout.
That's
New
what.
Vegas kind of shit.
When I first had my own interpretations of the city, that's what I thought of a Fallout game. Destroyed-esque buildings. I was probably wrong, but I don't believe the city is that
I think
clean.
the city is a lot more like put together.
Yeah, it's maintained, though they are working off buildings that have been falling apart.
I think there's
That's
like,
why.
going to be a lot of stuff that you'll see of like people who are
Further you go down, the more
actively
shit.
putting together the entire place.
I'm
Oh,
surprised.
yeah, speaking of the,
I'm surprised we haven't
speaking
found
of the city,
y'all. Yeah, go on the city.
I was gonna say, there's another thing that I think not a lot of people have actually mentioned, but there's a whole thing about a diesel lake.
Oh yeah, is that an actual thing in real life? Can that happen? I'm not sure. I'm not.
I don't think that's a real thing, but what me? Okay, I have two things.
Yo,
Two things
go on.
I would
We
say.
got time.
Either one is that it's built on top of like big like
Oil refinery? Oil
like an oil refinery, something like that, or they must have unearthed oil there and like have built the city around it to be able to like keep the whole thing going. Or somehow there's just a or like you said, that it could be built over
natural
an
thing.
oil refinery, and then all the like lower people of the city
are dealing with that.
probably end up really
Like
low
Rick.
on the scale of like society there.
Right.
End up working there.
There were a bunch of old pointless sprites back in the day when using your own. I kind of like the fact that Ed wanted to use his own bases. Because the first Dairy Sweets body, pre-MU, that was going to be a base for this group of people in the city called Living Saints. They had barrels and shit on them. They were covered in oil.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen something
Yeah.
like that.
I recently found a sprite sheet containing a shit ton of sprites, and I've been going off that. I'm a very...
Tisk tisk.
Listen, it's not a leak if you didn't do it. It's not a bad thing if you didn't do it. It's not my fault someone stole sprites from the goat god. Not my fucking fault. Alright. Hopeful. The
Hopeful!
Yay!
Where is Hopeful? in
Here!
this?
Because Backwater Olathe is I think it's tucked in a corner. I gave this lake because it's very swampy. Olathe, Backwater is very
'cause,
swampy.
like one half of the game is like straight up all in,
In
this,
a
like,
swamp.
weird swamp area.
Yeah, I'm gonna draw the factory at the end. I don't know. It's either an office building or a factory. I can't tell which, but a woman's in there, so that means it's more valuable than a church. More valuable. It's worth more now. There might be something special in there. We don't know. We're not Hopeless Crew. I like Pointless more than Hopeful, which is something I might take back. We'll see. I'm on a running...
Well, yeah, we'll have to see about that.
Yeah, I'm on a running bet to... I lost the bet for Deltarune Chapter 2 to come out after MU. I lost that one. I thought it would come out. I lost that one. I moved it up to Chapter 3. You know, the full Pointless set. I'm not as hopeful.
I feel like we are gonna be
Well,
ending up seeing most of Deltarune before we see most of
Yeah.
fucking
Pointless.
Pointless.
I'm sad, but I know Ed's doing his best.
But
He's not
Oh,
selling
well,
the
yeah.
game. He's not fucking...
Yeah.
I think Hopeless, though. Hopeless. Yeah, I know. I believe that will come up after MU. Fuck.
maybe.
Yeah, I'm hopeful. Fuck, I said the
Yeah,
title.
I'm
I have more at stake here. I'm a Pointless fan. I'm not hopeful. I fucking like Alex over Belt Boy. Alex and Joel are my favorite characters. Well, no, that's...
I can't think of anything weirdly terrain-based about, like...
Backwater? Oh.
Yeah, about backwater. Other than there... Because I feel like it kind of treads a bit more of the same similar stuff as Point Painful. Because,
yeah, it's got that...
We got the same kind of...
New flavor in each area. Like the snow area. That's my favorite track of the Hopeful game. Area. I actually like that the most. Oh yeah.
Isn't it the
snow machine
city is meant to be in a very cold area?
Oh yeah.
Too as well.
Yeah, that's nice. That's different. Fucking cold wasteland. That's the city, but we're not getting into that. I need to stay away from pointless.
For a nuclear winter.
Come on, man. Low blow. All right, another thing. Joy Labs. There's Joy Labs. I don't know if there's multiple, but there are Joy Labs.
Oh yeah, the Joy Labs.
Yeah, I also got another thing. This isn't relating to the lands of Olaf, but this is another headcanon-y thing. I think Yotto has multiple separate stashes of the vaccines, which is why so I'm saying maybe former Joy employees got into one of them and sold some. Which is how the fat ass dude got the candy, what he calls candy, and that's how Reginald.
The pink pill, and that's how you get Reginald.
Yeah, Reginald.
That's actually not too bad of an idea.
Yeah,
it, fits well into the fact that there is that one lab in Hopeful.
I like to think that. So this is Backwater. It's a mixed bag. It's full of random shit. I couldn't think of a consistent land mass.
Yeah, it's
very it's unique. But I'm putting it as far as everywhere else as possible, which makes sense.
I see how it is.
I mean, it's true. They don't even know who Rando is, which I'm a bit surprised.
Oh yeah, that's.
I don't think Rando. I think Rando has a presence in the upper third of Olaf. But once you start going down, it's less and less prevalent. Hell, he doesn't even have a faction in the game. That ain't gangster. Fucking love the game. I'm fucking gold diamond tectonic represent. Fucking love those.
Alright, so what else have we...
Alright, let's...
How we get
the prison! Bashful.
Oh yeah, the prison from Bashful.
I'm gonna place it here. Fucking right here.
Right behind me.
Yeah, that's where you're going after this.
For what?
Grand larceny, prostitution, affiliation with the Neon Flamingos, being a Lisa developer.
Oh, well, you got me there.
Yeah, that one's an actual crime in some states. So yeah, it's a prison.
Except Texas.
Yeah, Texas. Maybe Canada. Some places in Canada. But who cares about Canada? It's basically useless. Not me. Oh yeah, Canadians are something. They're worse than Australians and Mexicans. I like Mexicans. I love them. I like Mexico. I love westerns. Clint Eastwood movies, my favorite.
Anywho.
Okay, yeah, we've done that.
What can we take from Bashful, huh?
Well, it calls Olathe County, which is something we've kind of said, it's likely.
Very likely just some kind of, county area.
Yeah, a county area. It's a prison.
Tri-state area, if you will.
Yes, we will rule the tri-state area.
That's the ultimate goal. Buddy.
Oh, yeah, yeah, she's something else.
Actually, now that I think about it, have you finished Bashful? Because I barely.
Yeah, I finished that. 3 videos. 3 videos. I did that 3 videos. I thought Growing Pains would have came out quicker. I thought by the time I finished that, I would be done with that. And after that, I started this whole new experiment of discussing the Lisa series. Yeah, so that's something. Alright, Bashful. Arcantos.
Oh, Arcantos.
Luckily, I've ran out of space here, so we don't have to draw Arcantos. We'll just draw a shitty I don't like Arcantos.
Draw like a square.
It's not my favorite game. It's my least favorite. I hate it. It's shit.
I have never played Arcantos. I've only really seen videos on it a bit.
I've seen videos too of it. It's weird. That's zombies.
Can you actually tell me about Arcantos?
Okay, something I do know. A few of Pointlesses in Chapter 2 sprites are based off Arcantos characters. Hopefully it's picking.
Oh, yep.
Uncle, he's poorly spelt in Arcantos and has this weird way of saying things.
Named Uncel.
This guy, who looks like a knockoff version of Joel Miller.
Does, yeah.
Yeah, he's
Roscoe Williams.
Yeah, he's someone that dies in Arcantos by that body cut off head mechanic, which is kind of underutilized. That's like the only two I can think of. I don't know why 2 times it's referenced. I think someone on the Pointless team worked on it. Or something.
Probably. That could be a very good reason.
I think it might be Clovis, that dude. Wasn't he the guy that did the director's cut that I will still not play?
The recent one?
Yeah, no.
I think so.
Yeah. Alright.
What's next? Jericho.
Jericho? Where's that? What's Jericho? I actually don't know where that is.
Jericho is from Forsaken, which, it didn't come out, but it still, raises a few questions.
Should I place this somewhere in Easton, Olaf? That's basically where all the trash goes.
Yeah, I would say Eastern, probably, because
Northeast. I'll place it, northeast.
Actually, no, place it more close to Arcantos, because I think you actually cross through Arcantos into Jericho.
Oh, yeah. Jericho. Seems religious, which makes sense. I mean, we might be at the Bible Belt.
Religious bits from that.
Oh, yeah, the Lisa series is religious. Yeah.
Hold on, let me actually rip some stuff that I can find.
The Lisa series might be on the Bible Belt. Might not be, if we're thinking Colorado. I don't know about Kansas. Jericho, named after a place in Fallout. That's actually true. Look at it. That's it. Arcantos. Ugh, disgusting. I am so glad I have people that work on these, so I don't have to find this myself. Yeah.
Hold on, I can actually probably just open it up in a bit. Hold on.
Oh no, that's fine, man. I'm a bit concerned. I mean, that's something that references that is something we shouldn't let live. I want to reference The Thing, which is a good John Carpenter film. Oh shit, this looks good.
Yeah, from what I've been able to...
Yeah. I'm guessing infighting with the devs? Infighting...
No, it actually just... I can't remember what actually all happened to Forsaken.
Yeah, it might have been
There's a video on it or two, but
okay,
yeah.
Here. Oh. Yeah, this looks interesting. Alright, next. Should we do your game? Should we do your game, or should we do Western Olaf? What do you want to do?
Well, let's talk about Western.
Yeah, I'll draw the middle finger tower.
Western Olaf.
Yeah,
actually, no, that...
Western Olaf.
Probably...
This is a landmark. This is historical. The middle finger.
The big middle finger.
That's the main land.
Yeah, that's a good thing we could actually say about all the places in Olathe that we can talk about.
That's Wally Burger there. It took one, it took one iteration of it, and then it became this series of horror stories because one place was messed up. Talk about first impressions. Oh, here's the little town area with the joy doctors doing their joying, and yeah, that's a whole nother.
Oh yeah, the little
yeah. I would have looted that place years ago.
I think it probably would have been.
Yeah, me, maybe a group of other survivors. We're like, shit, this place looks nice. Let's kill everything there and take the refrigerators. That's
The
where
refrigerators.
that's where they all come from, dude. That's where all they are. That's where. Oh yeah, I should also draw
Where they
the.
be?
That's all. I'm gonna draw the area 3 dock thing. It's very flat. It's rocky, less rocky than Rocky 4. I will talk about the Soviets in the Lisa series one of these days as well. Maybe you can join in on that as well. It'll be a lot quicker.
Maybe.
Yeah, it'll be a lot quicker than this, guaranteed.
We'll probably have to we'll have to do some more research into the whole pointless deal.
Yeah, that's a whole story. They're probably in the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space!
Space!
Tim Curry. Hilarious. Good guy.
So I guess now we
yeah,
gotta talk
wait.
about...
First, the shit. I don't know why they're made of mud. I don't know how they built those mud shacks. I'm just drawing the first.
That is an interesting question.
I know.
I love those stupid, like, big, stupid mud shacks.
I'm gonna have my own pre-flash headcanon that Olaf was a boom for construction. Like downtown Olathe was probably going under construction work. They have a dam if we're connecting everything. Oh fuck, some parts of the stuff I drew are missing.
Oh god.
I can fix this. We'll talk about the construction boom of Olathe. I think it's an idea.
As everything went boom.
Yeah, we gotta rebuild this. Everything's gone sonic boom. It's not great. Besides the show.
It's terrible, even.
I mean, the show is good.
There we go.
I'm not gonna discuss the Sonic franchise with you. I like Sonic. I like the show. I'm not saying.
I've never seen it.
We're not doing this all day. I don't want to make a Sonic thing while we're talking about different games. Oh, This is why you. This is why you check these things. This is why you use separate layers. There.
You do.
That we fixed it. Hopeful has been fixed again. We remade Hopeful again.
We've remade Hopeful.
Which was actually a good setup to the joke on the Hopeful series. Alright, yeah, we'll talk about your game now. Fort Cross.
Fort Cross.
Fort
Yay.
Cross. It's like the Alamo, but less Alamo.
There's not enough of the...
Where would you place it? How about that? We'll just say where you place it, like Arcantos and Jericho.
Fort Cross would basically be like another state...
Over? Like two states?
Another state over from where Olathe would normally be.
Okay, so there's like a... Yeah, there's... Welcome to...
It's...
I'll place the sign in. I'm gonna be nice.
Yeah, go ahead, just place the sign in.
Welcome. I'll place it in Western Olathe. I respect your
that's a
game
good
and
idea.
I respect your game enough to place it in the good parts. That's
So yeah, Fort Cross is meant to be basically a
few states over.
A few states over, and like a big amalgamation of two other states. And
Oh yeah. That'd probably
its
fit.
Own sort of lore.
That'd probably fit the county title as well.
And it could actually very well.
Yeah.
Well, it could.
We
Because Fort Cross is meant to be sort of
multiple
its own
states.
thing as like a big fictional state.
Civil War.
Going off the idea that maybe Olathe is meant to be a state itself.
Oh yeah. Might be just two counties. Yeah, well, the county idea's been growing on us like a diseased fungus or whatever's on the Wally Burger food. Yeah, I like it.
Would you like to maybe like give me some questions as to like what Fort Cross would maybe be?
When was it founded? How about that?
I'd say Fort Cross would probably be founded about the same time as when right around when the Civil War was like a few years before the Civil War had started.
Oh, started, yeah.
Started where two men had founded
two brothers, not Max.
Two brothers had founded the state, and were they were close enough from the start, but like as tensions would rise, their
joined
choices
up
on how to run the state would
how they would join in the Civil War. I originally
Like how
joked
they-
when you first see the founders that they were Macs, which would be hilarious.
Oh yeah, I think I actually have released the.
Oh yeah, you
founders,
did.
Chuck Buhmeyer and Clark Buhmeyer.
Yeah. Maybe they're the
how-
descendants of Mac. The Mac's great. I don't know. I don't.
Mac ancestors.
I strangely want. Wait, let me paste this on a higher layer. There we go.
Yeah.
I like the joke of the Mac family having a lot more power if they took one of those ancestry tests. Like, if they took one of those, they'd realize they'd probably own the entirety of Olathe.
Maybe that would be kind of funny. But
Whack
the whole
Mac
deal
has
with Fort
meh.
Cross being that it's like
Whack Mac meh.
it was once a state that got split in two because of
The
of
Civil
War and their
Oh, yeah.
and how they wanted to they wanted to run the state. And eventually, once the Civil War had ended and they had managed to reconcile the entire state, they ended up calling it Fort Cross,
Yeah.
thus naming between, which would basically be because of like how when the war, named after when the war had started and when and how the entire state would be fought by crossing between each other all the time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Along with just... Yeah. Any other questions you might want to ask?
Oh, yeah. Okay, how, is it a mishmash of separate, biomes and whatnot?
I was going to... That's actually something I've been thinking about a lot, is that Fort Cross had originally been planning that, like, every major area would, like, have its own, like kind of city section to, like, where what all is happening. Like, there would be one place that's, like, a big farming
City.
area. One is, like, a more, like, local city, like, more, like, suburban in town that had been run down around from the Flash.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Flash, and then, like, a town, one city where it's, like in the upstate, where more of the rich people had lived and, like, have better security around there.
Oh, yeah. It would be kind of funny if the poor areas were more secured than the rich areas. That'd be kind of funny.
That could be actually kind of a decent idea.
I don't know.
Since...
But the idea of essentially a rich downtown Olathe is very enticing.
That is, actually. I can definitely see that.
Oh, yeah.
It's still kind of up for grabs at the moment, but yeah.
Alright, any,
ideally, they're...
any, big military complexes or something like that? Like anything?
Well...
I know there's an airport. I don't know if it's like a public airport.
I would say there are definitely quite a few areas that were mainly be like actual proper military areas that were then taken by the big main force of the
area
of the entire game.
Should we talk about that? Should we spoil this nemesis bigger than Rando? Put that in the thumbnail. Bigger than Rando.
Bigger than Rando. Maybe not.
He might actually.
I'll keep it a...
Well, it's a he.
I
don't know if he is a big spoiler.
Yeah.
It's not a big spoiler.
We'll keep it a little quiet for a little while longer.
Yeah, I'll understand that.
Until it comes out.
It's a he, though. So people will dissect this. Maybe me, if I want.
Yeah, like, oh my god, a guy in Olathe? In another state?
Yeah, they might be a little shocked of the other state part.
They might be a little shocked to see a guy running an entire state. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, you know. Maybe.
But yes, there will be a lot to say about Fort Cross once,
I might do
starts to reveal its colors.
If we ever keep doing this, I might subtly integrate a small developer interview. I.e. just...
As we keep going on.
I.e. just leaking all the Discord DMs we have.
You motherfucker.
I'm joking. That'd take forever.
I'm joking.
I talk too much for it to be efficient to paste it. Alright. Is there any other place? We kind of got this big empty space here. Should I draw?
Actually, I really don't know. What else
there's gotta be another fan game out there. I mean, I know the rate of coming out and being cancelled is very biased to getting cancelled.
There's a very similar case of fan games being announced and then constantly being canceled.
Yeah, there's
after.
different areas: incompetence, infighting, commissioning artists to draw Rule 34 of your female protagonist because you suck at art. I'm just saying, if I commissioned an artist, I'd have this hyper-realistic painting of my protagonist. If you ever look up the Aqua Teen Hunger Force movie poster, that... yes! That kind of 80s rock album. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that's love.
I think that's it for as much as we can save for, like...
I'm gonna save this.
Olathe is.
I'm gonna save this as a clip file. Olaf.
Definitely.
This has been fun. I've liked this.
This is good.
I enjoyed it. Yeah, we should do this more often. This has been a huge witty event. Huge wit.
And very witty.
Very improv. Very new wave. Very spiritual. Very hoaxy. Hopefully funny.
Yeah, God forbid.
God forbid. Yes. Oh yeah. Well, one more Olaf thing I wanted to quickly discuss. Video games.
Yeah.
Do you think Olaf would be Sega or Nintendo country? What do you think? What do you think the majority of Olaf would invest in?
What would Olaf have?
The Sega Genesis?
I kind of want to say Nintendo.
Let's
definitely say Olaf is a very Nintendo. No, because I think maybe because there's already a lot of like emphasis on like karate and stuff like martial arts stuff, and there are a lot of like Sega games that are like
really?
Ninja Gaiden or whatever stuff like that people would probably play a lot. But since they're all engraved into that.
Well, that's lovely. That means Sonic priority #1 here. They got them early. I'm kidding. They are more divided now than ever because of that choice now. We got in Western Olaf the classic fans. I don't want to pick it. I just we'll just say they play Nintendo. I'm not that mean. The modern fans. These are the people that just read the outer media, like the comics and other stuff. And the Archipelago? That's Sonic Rush. That's the Rush games. That's an actual thing in one of the games, an Archipelago thing. The Timeless area, they're it for the music. The tracks.
No, Timeless just plays Atari.
Yeah. They're old school, man. They got that ET stuff. Oh, wait, I should draw something. What? Crashed truck. I think you know where this is going when I said E.T. Crashed truck.
Yeah.
Jerseys. 88. We gotta talk about it. We gotta do a pointless video. There are too many video ideas now. I started with 4 video ideas and now it's doubled to 8.
That's what happens.
God damn. This is why we improv, man. We're coming up with ideas. I feel more human. But yeah, 88 trucks. They're around Central Olathe.
88 trucks in my area.
Oh shit, I should draw the Salt Lake. That's another thing. Forgot the Salt Lake. Yeah, that'd be that, connecting to the main river I've made. Which is a nice river. I liked how I made it one big spanning river that connects to the dam, the Salt Lake, and upwards. Alright, yeah. How should we end this? I'm scared too. What should we do? I'm going back to the move. Fuck, this wrong tool again. Shit. There we go. I'm back to the moving figure. I think this layer's empty. Wait. God. Yeah. This is what I get for not buying Sony Vegas. I have to work in paint. Yes.
Now we have Alexis coming around and destroying all of Olathe.
Yeah, the big bad cat. Brr, brr. At least the game should be their own thing.
My life.
At least the game should be their own thing. How dare you connect them?
How dare you?
That's
away,
another concept. That's another concept I want to do for a video, but I think this is just that concept, but visualized. I think we've connected, without it getting into the weird or uncanon, we've pretty much connected all the important games, and Bashful, and
anything that actually matters.
Anything that's released, and isn't messy. Alright, yeah, so this video, I'm going on your head. Alright.
Alrighty.
Remember to do the thingy things. We've been talking for, holy shit, this is 51 minutes long. Oh god. This is now podcast. Alright.
The Lisa podcast.
I don't want to call it that though. I feel like a sellout. Oh god. Alright. Goodbye.
Alright.
Bye.
Goodbye, everybody.